Welcome back to my Let's Play of Okami. We will be visiting Shinshu Field today and finally be given a little bit of free reign over this game. The tutorial mode will basically cease after we leave this village. At least I feel like it does. The game starts to, like I said, give you control a bit. So now, yeah, this was very easy to do. It's practically a gimme. You just use the Wiimote, you use the paintbrush, you fill in the missing part of the wheel, and there you go. She'll give you some sake whenever you go back into her house. And then you give it to Susana. See, yeah, she's calling you Snowy right now because all she sees is white. All she sees is white. So you bite that. I have like I keep getting like hung up on doors sometimes. I don't know if that's just me or the game, maybe a little bit of both, but I keep getting hung up on doors. Alright, so give this guy some sake and all of a sudden he's super excited. Because, you know, whenever you're down and out and feeling lazy, what better way to get motivated than to just get drunk off your ass? So, this is pretty simple to figure out. Like, if you don't figure out your first time, then we'll basically just tell you what to do. He's training in quotes, and yeah, if I missed those slashes, then he wouldn't have cut through anything, and I would have had to do it again. So now he's feeling confident enough to break the huge boulder. And see, this is kind of what confuses me. I feel like this should have just been done in the first place. Like, I had the power to do this the entire time. Well, I failed there because I guess I was a little bit too slow, but I get it this time. And I'm just confused as to, like, why you just couldn't do this in the first place. But there it is. I mean, I know it was a way to, like, introduce Susano into the story and make it seem like he really did something as to not cause confusion as to why a boulder would break in half out of nowhere. But she seems to have no problem with restoring things right in front of people, like windmills or water wheels, I mean, and drying pools, even bringing the sun closer. Has no problem doing that for people out of nowhere. And people hardly question it. I mean, they do question it, but they don't put the pieces together, which is annoying. Alright, so now he thinks that he's something special. And basically he's screwed without us, so we gotta go out there and help him. Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. About really just women in video games in general seem to have like this problem where they're always overexposed in some way. I mean, clearly it's showing her ass, And if you didn't see it then, you'll see it coming up. Just watch for it. Like, you can clearly see her ass. And the cleavage is pretty much there. It's just there. So I don't know. Like, I'm curious as to how women who play video games feel about this whenever they see other women characters in the games like this. Like, do they just not care? Does it offend them? Or do you actually like it? I mean, I doubt that too many people would actually say that, but I don't know. Just I'm curious because like it's in like pretty much any game you play. Like, something's just overexposed. There's always that one girl. And I guess that's this one for this game. But I mean, I don't know, maybe there's more. We'll see. We'll see how far the game goes with fan service, I guess. But anyway, basically she's talking about she plants guardian saplings all throughout the land because she can't be everywhere. Those guardian saplings pretty much bring peace and light and rejuvenation amongst the land when restored. And right now, they're all withered and cursed. And she's basically telling you that you have to restore these saplings by getting the special ability, which is what I was actually talking about earlier. That special ability is known as Life Bloom, I think it's called, if I'm remembering correctly. And once we have that, then we can cure the field of the curse. So that's basically our next objective right now in this game. That's what's going on. We're trying to get to the next brush technique. Yeah, I didn't really have that much money right there at that point in the game, so I didn't bother buying anything because I already knew what that merchant had, and nothing really interests me right now. But later on, I do buy a lot of feed, because yeah, I find out how necessary that really is. Like that praise, those praise points definitely accumulate. Like, you want to really get every single praise point you get, at least if you're looking to level up as frequently as possible. Like right there, like Life Bloom all those trees once I'm able to. So all the dead looking trees, like all the dead looking stuff in general, you can bring back to life and it'll give you praise. Now that's the guardian sapling that Sakuya was talking about. And yep, like I said, that's our objective. We gotta restore that guardian sapling. So yep, those green scrolls, those are the enemies. And I like that because it's not random encounter. Like on the overworld, like the overmap, like the fields, I guess, for example, like I think it'll be the scrolls. But in like main areas that you're supposed to visit, like story-wise, or that are like event-based, like there'll already be like preemptively set up fights, basically. So, at least that's what I think. That's pretty much what I see of the game so far, anyway. So yeah, three green M's, you know, pretty much really no big deal at all. Not much to say. Not much to say about these things anymore. No weaknesses. I mean, not no weaknesses. They're weak to everything. Easily just cut them in half. I believe I fight every single enemy I see usually because I think the fighting's really fun in this game. I actually like it. I'm starting to get used to it too. I'm starting to get used to the slashes now. Maybe not necessarily in this video, although I am getting them more. I just got 2 consecutive ones in a row. So yeah, since once you figure out the enemy's weaknesses, like they really aren't that bad. Just really as long as like you have half a brain and use it. So yeah, this guy's cursed. Just one touch of it and bam, they're turned to stone, and now I'm in the curse zone, and you don't want to do that. So I just get out of there as fast as possible. And yeah, I'm gonna talk to that. Well, oh yeah, first I'm gonna do another fight. Just easy stuff. Once again, whenever he's guarding, that's whenever you power slash. Yeah, and I think the ranking definitely affects how much yen you get at the end of the fight. And this guy, other than saying that he ran off the Hana Cliffs, I think it's called, he really has nothing else useful to ever say. At least not that I know of so far. He's even named Nameless Man, so I mean, I just feel like he's pretty unimportant all throughout. All I want to live with nature and peace, man. I'm just growing all my pot out here, man. I don't know why I'm so curious about him. Okay, do one last fight before I enter Hana Cliffs. I think it's 3 Ludus. And really, yeah, just no problem here. Like, no, it's just 2 Ludus. And you can just divide and conquer, really. Yeah, the normal encounters in this game really aren't. They aren't that challenging once you know what you're doing. Alright, now entering Hana Valley, or Hana Cliffs, whatever it's called. Hana Valley, okay. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this run. I'll be getting what's in that chest, which I don't use until later. I didn't even realize I could use that right away. But yeah. And then I'm just like, oh, what's going on? And I'm like, oh wait, I think I'm gonna drown or something. And yeah.